For lunch today, we're having pork patty, carrots, beans, and water to drink. Hey everyone! It is so good to see you all. I want to let you know that I'm back from the senior center. I took all the food up, and let me tell you what I took up there from yesterday and the day before. I took 2 loaves of the wheat bread. I took 2 loaves of the like little baguettes, the short baguettes, and a big round one that we got. Nobody else wanted it. I can't have it, so I sent it up to the senior center. I took all of the plantains, all of the mangoes, all of the oranges. What else did I take? All of the candy that I received, all of the raisins, all of the garbanzo beans, 1 bag of the lentils. I'm trying to think what else. A bag of macaroni. Trying to remember if there was anything else that I took. The potatoes went to my neighbor because each one of us got 5 pounds of potatoes, and I'm sure she could use 10 pounds of potatoes with 4 kids plus a husband. So that was not an issue. What else? I can't remember what else. What did I keep? I kept the greens. You saw yesterday's video where I was putting all the greens and getting them put up. I kept the baby, the little cabbages. Bok choy. I kept the little baby bok choys, and I'm going to fry those up today. I kept all the bell peppers because those are going to be, I'm going to take those and chop them all up, and they're going to go into my freezer for days when I don't have bell peppers, so I won't have to go in and buy bell peppers anymore. I have the baby bells from the day before, so all of those peppers are going to go into a bag, and I'm going to be using those peppers to cook my meals with. Some of them I'm going to leave fresh to make different things with, but the majority of them is going to go into the freezer to use. What else? I kept all the cucumbers. I will be eating those fresh, along with, if I have too many, then I'll pickle them up. I'm trying to think. What else? All of the sweet treats went to the neighbor because she has kids, and so she can always use sweet treats. So I gave those to her. And then today, while I was up at the senior center, you saw what I had for lunch today. But the lady that brings the eggs up and donates them, I got 6 eggs from her. And so the seniors really gobbled up all of that fruit. Everybody got something, and it was good to see that food not go to waste and to actually end up in the hands of people that need it and can use it. So now I've been looking at the news reports about funding for food banks and things like that, and so I am curious to see the difference between now and in the near future, whether the funding for food banks is with the decrease in the funding for food banks, if it's going to affect my area. Last week, one of the food banks did not did not have a delivery. And so this week they did. So we're going to see how it progresses and how it affects what we receive over the next several months. So this is going to be interesting to watch. And I'm tired right now. I have spent like 6 hours with the senior center, going to and from the senior center, and on a bus that goes all over town. And yeah, so passing out the food, spending time with people, having coffee with people, and then turning around and having lunch with everyone. Now on the lunch tray, what I ate the pork patty and the beans. I did not eat the carrots because those tend to increase my glucose, so I didn't eat the carrots. And that's all I had for lunch. Just a little bit of beans and a little pork patty. That was it. So I'm drinking my water right now. And I am going to go take a nap. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to tackle one of the projects that I have from yesterday's food bank haul. And it could be, I'm thinking I'm going to do the bok choy, because those were like pulled up out of the ground, dirty. And so I'm going to end up having to pull all of them, cut the ends off of them, pull them all apart, and wash them 4 or 5 times, just like I had to do the greens. So I figure if I get that done today, I'll get the hardest projects out of the way, and then we'll move on to the cucumbers and the bell peppers. And one of the easy ones I can knock out today is the berries too. I want to make sure that those berries get frozen. And so I had 6 little pints of berries, and so I'm going to pick through them and see which ones are good, which ones are not, and then turn around and freeze them in little bags, in freezer bags. Each container I will make a bag for each container and set it flat without any pressure on it and let it freeze, and that way I'll have frozen berries for whenever I get a sweet tooth, and I can have a little bit of berries. Those berries are on my list, my second list of things that I can have, so that's why I'm keeping those. So I'm probably going to do the bok choy and the berries right off the bat to make sure that I get those done. And yeah, so I'm going to go take a nap first though. I need some rest. Hi everyone, I'm bringing you in to show you that I'm getting ready to do the baby cabbage that I have in there, the bok choy. And so the first thing I need to do is to get these dishes done up. So, boom! There we go. Now the next step is to let these soak in water for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're going to come in and we're going to take the bottoms off of them, pull the leaves off, and we're going to see how many of those leaves are good and how many are not. All right, everyone, we've let these soak for a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here and I'm going to pull these off the base, and we're going to get into the middle of them and see, wash them up and see how good they are, how much of it I can save. Okay, and this is the flour that I don't want. And I have a trash can where you can't see it. I'm gonna go through every one of these. So tell me, how's your week been? This is Friday, and it is like almost 5 o'clock in the evening. I have one more event that I have to do after I do this. And so you can see that one's not good. So I'm going to come over here and pull these leaves off and put them in the trash. And then the rest of this looks like it's good. Okay. That one's got some browning on it, so I'm going to put this one too. Let me know in the comments how your week was. Mine was very busy, and it looks like next week is going to be just as busy. That one's not any good. That looks good. Okay. Look at that. All right. I'm going to put the plug in this. Drain it. That's not any good. Put the plug back in there. And we're going to wash it a second time. While this is filling back up, I'll start working on this one. These felt like they just came out of the field without any washing. And so that's why I am washing them really, really good. Okay, that's enough water in there. I'm making sure I'm washing these really, really well. Okay. That one is gone. This one is browned up, so. But it looks like quite a bit of this is going to be salvageable. I was checking to see if that was like if it was a bad spot, and it doesn't look like it is. Chico, don't do that. Don't do that. Those were browned. I'm going to take the leaf part off, but leave the stem. I'm looking to see if there's any more whole ones in here. There is. There's another one. Okay. Right, I'm going to drain this out of here. And we're going to give this one a second wash. Any pieces that don't look appealing, I'm taking off. All right. Do you see that? All right. right. It looks like it is pretty much cleaned up. I'm going to drain the water. Put a strainer in there. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Get the strainer ready. There you go. And I'm going to come in, and this is the third washing. This is why I'm going through it 3 or 4 times. All right. This is spongy, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it. Okay. Third washing. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this trash can out of the way. And I'm going to bring you over to the stove. And put it in here. And I'm still finding, so this is a fourth looking, and I'm still finding things. So Chico's right underneath my feet. See that black in there? See? I'm going to pull that out. This. Boy. And I'm going to strain it. Behind the scenes, I'm getting a pot out that I used yesterday. And yeah, that was me almost falling. Chico, move out of the way, baby. The screw on this has come loose. Let me fix this. This is a life. Check that one. That one's good. All right. This is the life. Get this out of the way. Here we go. See, I'm still finding. When I lived on the farm, this was a common thing we did. When we brought the food in from the field, from the big garden, this is what we had to do. All right. And this, we're going to do the same thing. Okay. There we go. And now this is ready to be cooked up. Which I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to cook this up tomorrow. First thing in the morning. But I prepped it, so it makes it really easy for me to do this first thing in the morning. All right. So now what I'm going to do, in order to finish this project up, for tonight anyway, I'll finish it tomorrow. I'm going to put a lid on this. We're going to set it in the back of the stove. And I'm going to wash these dishes up. No, I'm not, because look what I found in the refrigerator. Let's go through these. These are the greens, some of the greens that I didn't know I had. So since I'm already here, I'm going to go ahead and prep these greens. What I'm going to do is take off the ones that don't look good. Pop the bottom off of these. And this is only 2 bunches. This will make maybe 1 meal. I put like probably 10 bunches up in the freezer last night while I was watching the game. All right, and these are so dirty. So we're going to take these, and any leaves that don't look good, I'm going to pull them out. And hopefully there'll be enough to at least feed me once out of these. Okay, that looks fine. This looks fine. That looks fine. This one is wilted. There we go. All right. Cold water. What I'm going to do is just pull these leaves and wash them really good. That's good. This amount. You see how dirty that water is? I'll let it drain. We'll do this again. I can feel the grit from the dirt. Okay. Drain it. That's a second washing. Here we go again. This time, I'm going to pull the stems off, because I don't want these tough stems. All right. Now, this is what I did with about 10 bunches of these last night while I was watching the game. I just found these 2 bunches in the refrigerator that I didn't realize that I had left behind, or I would have washed these up last night. You pull the leaves off of them. Pull the stems off of the leaves. You only want to cook the leaves. All right, there we go. All the stems are off. One more washing. And any stems that I find that are tough, feel tough, I'm going to pull the leaves off of them. If I can feel it, that it's tough, I'm going to pull the leaves off of them. All right. Now, it's coming out pretty clean now. Let the water drain. I don't want those leaves down my drain, so. There we go. Okay. Now, next stage on these. Give me a minute. Let me see what I want to do with them. I wasn't planning on cooking up some greens tonight, but that's what life has dictated. All right. Life has dictated that I cook up some greens. So I'm going to bring you over to here. We're going to get some water going. Get this boiling. What's in there? Oh, it's just a bubble. Okay. All right. Get that boiling. And then I'm going to start dropping the leaves in there. These will shrink down, and I'm going to show you just how much they shrink down. I'm just ripping the leaves into smaller pieces to make it easier for me to eat. All right. I'm cleaning out the sink here because that's the next stage that you do is you get all these little teeny pieces of leaves out of the sink. Put a strainer in it. Cooking greens from all the way from the field is a labor of love, people. All right. Then you come in with antibacterial cleaning spray and spray everything down. Wipe it all down. This out now. Just some water, liquid, some dish soap in the sink so we can come in and wash all of our equipment. last piece of equipment is a spinner. Okay. Let that strain. All right, I'm gonna cook these greens up and I'll bring you back. I'm bringing you back in to let you know that I put a little bit of red wine vinegar and some bouillon in there for flavor. And this is going to simmer for a good hour to an hour and a half and just sit on the stove and simmer until they're nice and tender. And then I'll add salt and pepper as I need. Hey everyone, I'm going to bring you in and show you these greens. And I'm going to show you that I've cooked them for about 50 minutes. And they have cooked down and nice and tender. And I have a slotted spoon. And I just want the greens. I don't want the broth that's with it. That bunch of greens just made enough for about a serving. All right. Now I could sit here and fish out all these greens, but I'm not going to do that for you. I value your time a little bit more than that. Let's head on over to the table and let's try these greens. Here we go. Now, the greens, the recipe that I followed was offline and it was simple. It was bouillon and it said to use not red wine vinegar, but balsamic vinegar, I think it was. But all I had was red wine and white vinegar. So I decided to use the red wine vinegar in here instead. And I used tomato bouillon and tomato chicken bouillon. And these greens are perfect. Perfect. Now, I don't know what kind of greens they are. I know that they're not beet greens. I know that much. I don't know if they're mustard greens or turnip greens, but I like greens anyway, so. This is so good. I'm going to enjoy this. I had me a hamburger patty earlier with a little bit of salad. I made a burger salad out of it. So I'm going to sit here and eat these greens. This is so good. And I have 2 quarts in the freezer as well. So, out of all the greens that I got, this is really good. want to thank you all for coming out and spending the day with me today. And I hope you enjoyed seeing me wash up all of the cabbage, the bok choy, and cook me up a little bit of greens for dinner tonight. And yeah, I'm going to eat about half of these greens, and then I'll save the rest for tomorrow. These are so good. I want y'all to be blessed because you all bless me each and every day just by showing up and spending the day with me. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye for now.